How's it, guys? Today is super misty. I don't know what is going on. But now I'm back home. I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. First off, you're gonna have to excuse, can you see this big old red guy on the side of my nose? You're just gonna have to deal with that, as I have to deal with it. So, sorry about that, but it's there. I've decided I'm gonna make myself some breakfast today. I normally actually kind of skip breakfast just because I'm lazy. So I don't end up preparing myself anything unless it's super easy to do. But what I'm gonna do now is something that's super easy to do. So we had some potatoes that were going, you know, they were about to grow legs and start walking away from our vegetable shelf. My sister decided she would just boil them all because then they're cooked and then we can use them for whatever. And what I'm gonna do with them today is I'm gonna make some Spanish omelets. I say some Spanish omelets, what I mean is I'm gonna make one Spanish omelet.
Alright, listen.
So the only thing that you need for a Spanish omelette that you shouldn't already have is cooked potatoes. Otherwise everything else is like just kind of standard kitchen stuff. Eggs, need onions. I like to do it with onions and garlic. You can put in bacon as well. I'm not going to put bacon in there, but you could pretty much put in whatever you want. You can put in peppers, you can put in anything. A Spanish omelette, as I understand it, is basically just a whole bunch of fried things with scrambled egg poured on top and then just let it sit. But it's really nice with potatoes because they go crispy potato-y. So let me run you through the ingredients. Okay, what you're gonna need: some eggs, a little bit of garlic. I'm using some spinach. You're gonna need the potatoes. The potatoes are what make it. And then an onion. I'm gonna probably use just half the onion though because it's quite a big guy and I'm just doing a little one. Okay, I'm gonna start off with chopping the garlic. Get rid of these little end pieces. There's a trick to peeling garlic. What I would normally do is you put the knife on it like this, but this is such a tiny knife. Put it on and you give it a wash, pops the shell, the skin, the peel, it cracks it and helps you peel it off. This is pretty fresh garlic, so, oh no, kind of worked. Just means you don't have to fiddle with it in your fingers as long, because otherwise your fingers just stink of garlic afterwards. You know what, I don't know why I'm using this little pokey knife here.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Okay, that's garlic prep done. Let's get half this onion. Okay, this is where I actually like to use a finicky little knife. This is the way that I do onions. Cut them down like this, and then you slice them like so. And that gets you nice little onion cubozoids when they break up. Breaks it into nice little pieces, and it's fewer cuts than other methods, so efficiency. Okay, now your taters sliced like this. Oh, those onions are coming to my eyes. Oh. Okay, there we go, that's plenty of potatoes. Okay, and I think that's our prep done. Let's move on to the method. Those onions really got me. We are gonna warm up some butter in a pan. I've got a little pan going there. Then we're gonna fry the onions and the garlic. Just kind of want to sweat those and make them cooked. And then you add the potatoes, kind of get those warmed up and fried. They don't have to be fried like till they're crispy brown. Well, once you're happy with your potatoes, then you can add any spices or herbs or whatever you want to put in there as well. And I'm going to chuck in the spinach and then I'll add the eggs. So I'm just going to scramble 2 eggs in a bowl, pour that in, and then that will be that. And you just kind of let it sit. If you've got a lid that fits over your pan, you put a lid over it because that helps kind of seal in the heat and cook it from the top and the bottom. Yeah, I think that's it. A little bit of butter here. Okay, this pan's nice and hot. Let me turn it down. Throw the garlic in there. Throw the onions in there. So the reason why this is such a nice dish is because it's such a good leftover dish, because you can pretty much put any leftovers in there. So if you have leftover ham, if you have leftover bacon and you don't feel like making just egg and bacon, you have leftover potatoes, you can just chuck it all into a pan, add egg, and it just makes its own thing. Obviously this is different to the French omelette that I did with my dad. In my mind, that's an omelette. But I feel like when you add potatoes and then you scramble eggs and add it into a pan and just let it sit, I'm happy to call that a Spanish omelette. I don't know why it's called a Spanish omelette. I haven't been to Spain, so I cannot confirm if that's something that they do there. The point I was trying to make was that this is a super easy thing to do with leftovers, and it is quite tasty, but it's not the same as a French omelette. If you want to see how to make a French omelette, I've got a video on that. I'll put it at the end, on the end card. Yeah, so I'm happy with these, so I'm going to chuck the potatoes in. Grab potatoes. Come on, potatoes. Come on, tight eyes. It's already starting to take shape. Just sort them out so that they are the ones touching the pan, as opposed to having onion and garlic trapped underneath them. If you want, while you're waiting for that, you can prep your eggs by grabbing 2 eggs. These ones are fresh, so I don't have to do the fresh or not test. Crack them into a bowl. Once those are mixed up, you can add some salt. Some people add milk. I don't have any milk, so I'm not going to add any. Just a little salt and pepper. Okay, checking up on our patachis. I've actually already flipped them once. I didn't show you guys because I'm sneaky like that. I'm not going to make an effort to get them all golden brown and crispy because you know what? I'm hungry. So what I'm going to do is add some of my spinach. And this will just wilt down hopefully quite quickly because I'm going to do a time lapse starting now. Okay, I'm happy with how everything is going in there. Not important, but this is just what I've done. Pushed it all away from the edges so it's forming like a little island so that when the egg goes in it really does cover all of it and hopefully it gets in all those nooks and crannies. Okay, and then what I'm going to do to help it cook quicker is I'm going to put this lid right over because it fits. I just realized right now that this is also very similar to a frittata. I think it's very similar to a frittata. Frittata is like a quiche without any base. Yeah? Almost cooked through, there's still some soft spots, but it looks like it's cooking through nicely. So the thing with this is that you don't want the pan to be too small for the amount of eggs that you do, because if you put in too much egg, then you're obviously going to have a thicker one and it's going to take longer to cook through, and there's a higher chance that you burn the bottom before you cook the top. So you really do kind of want to keep it at a maximum thickness of about 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters? How thick is this? Does anyone know? Don't make it any thicker than the middle joint of your middle finger. There we go. That's pretty much done. There's a little bit of uncooked egg here, but the thing about the Spanish omelette is that you serve it upside down. So I'm hoping that any residual heat or whatever will just cook it through by the time I get to it. Also, the smells amazing. It smells exactly how I remember it. There we go. Spanish omelette. D-U-N. Done. Oh, it smells so good. It's exactly what I felt like. And I'm going to be having this one with... My mom got me this tomato and smoky chipotle relish, which I've really been excited to try. So I think this is the perfect opportunity. So I'm going to enjoy some of this. Okay, let's try. Half a potato. Smells amazing. Oh yeah. Yep. Easy. Just finishing off the last pieces. That was really good, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that nice. I knew it was gonna be nice, but it was really nice. Like, here's nice. That was there. Okay, so an update. I've just come to this place, Roxy's. It's behind me, the door is there, for Ben's farewell, because another friend of mine is moving to London. Apparently we've got a pool table room upstairs. I'm gonna go check that out, but otherwise, here's the front door. Roxy's.
Is this your game face, Matt?
This is the game face,
yeah. Celebration face.
So Sav joined us. We just had a couple more beers there. I left the camera in my pocket for a while because it was just saying goodbye to... Ben. But I'm going to see him tomorrow, so we're going to have a proper mano a mano farewell. And Sav and I have come for a naughty pizza. We felt that we've been so good with eating out recently. With not eating out. Yeah, we've been cooking dinners, making soups, that we decided we would treat ourselves, because yesterday both of us were craving pizzas. So tonight we decided to treat ourselves to pizza. They brought us these little breadsticks. Oh, they are so good, guys. Food is here. Pizza, Da Vinci, Alfredo pasta. We're sharing both and both. What's that? Going to the Greek island of? Yamos. That is exactly what we felt like. But now we are 2 stuffed little puppies, and we are going to go climb into our... What do puppies have? A little nest? A den? A bed? Puppies have a bed. In your bed. In your bed. A basket. Okay, we're going to go climb into our little puppy basket. It's super misty yet again, just like this morning actually.
Yeah.
Really nice. I actually love the mist. I love the mist.
What's the difference between mist and fog?
This is ridiculously misty. I don't think you're gonna fit in there. That's the fire hydrant. I don't think you're gonna fit in.
You don't park on fire.
Yeah, I know you park on fire hydrants.